Last week, the Organization of American Mayors held their 89th annual conference. Now, it was a virtual conference. They said it was too dangerous to meet in person, but they held this conference using the computer program Zoom. And they posted a resolution on their website saying that all public school children should be taught critical race theory K through 12. And the resolution, which I'm about to get into, is very extreme. And it listed 4 names. It said that this resolution came out of the Jobs, Education, and Workforce Committee and was sponsored by the mayors of Portland, Louisville, Chicago, and Boise, Idaho. Now, the mayors of Portland, Chicago, and Louisville are very notorious right now. They're hardcore super leftists, basically. The mayor of Boise, Idaho is unaffiliated. And the issue with her is that the Idaho state legislature, by a huge margin, overwhelmingly passed a bill last April banning the teaching of critical race theory in public schools. And some of the radical stuff that's in the resolution is specifically banned under this new law. So her name is Lauren McLean. And so this story was being circulated on social media. A bunch of conservative websites were talking about it. Lauren McLean is telling Boise, Idaho public schools to defy Idaho state law. Well, the local newspaper in Boise, Idaho called her and she said, "Oh, I never supported that. A member of my staff accidentally put my name on it." And she alleges that her name was accidentally listed as a sponsor. And then it went on to the executive committee to be voted on. And she says, "I never supported it. I never sponsored it. I never voted for it. It was all accident by one of my staff members." Now, my gut feeling is she's lying. She probably did sponsor it, but I don't know. Maybe a staff member did accidentally put her name on it. Anything's possible. But the next step is, who is this executive committee? And no one could figure that out. Even Fox News wrote about this on their national website, and even the staff at Fox News couldn't figure out who is this executive committee that actually voted on this. Well, I found out. I dug it up. The meeting that they had when they voted on this was conducted by Zoom. They live streamed it and posted a copy on YouTube. Now, no one ever watched it. It had virtually no views. It was a miracle that I even found it. But I found it. It turns out there was 21 mayors on this executive committee for this conference. Only one person actually voted against it during the meeting. Now, later on, 3 people put their name on the website as opposing it. So I'm going to get into all of that. So first of all, what is critical race theory? Well, critical race theory, as well as intersectional theory, as well as several other things, are all derivatives of Marxist critical theory. In the 1930s, at the Institute for Social Research at Goethe University in Frankfurt, Germany, a bunch of Marxist intellectuals came together and they wanted to solve the problem of why, except for Russia, why didn't the working classes of Europe embrace communist revolution? And critical theory is to explain that. And so they called for the working classes to be separated from their history, their culture, their religion, and the traditional family unit. And only then will they make better Marxists. And only then will they embrace communist revolution. And critical race theory is directly derived from this, which is focused more on radicalizing non-whites against white people to make them a hardcore voter base for militant, Marxist policies. So the resolution itself is called "In Support of Critical Race Theory in Public Education, K through 12." And one of the first things it says is race is not biologically real. It's a falsehood. But even though race is a biological falsehood, white people have somehow, some way constructed a vast network of mechanisms that oppress non-whites, which the resolution refers to as BIPOCs. And so this vast conspiracy by white people is oppressing BIPOCs and uplifting whites. And while race is biologically false, achievement gaps between the races are the result of oppression. So I guess the fact that the NBA is 90% black, that must mean blacks are oppressing white people, right? I guess since Jewish people dominate international chess competitions, they're oppressing the whole world when it comes to chess, right? Oh, and I guess Asians must not be part of the BIPOCs. I mean, Hindus are one of the wealthiest segments of American society right now. Look it up, Google it. So I guess Hindus from India, well, they must have a vast mechanisms across American society to oppress everyone else. And it just lays it on heavier and heavier. A lot of this stuff is just blatant anti-white bigotry. It's no different than Louis Farrakhan saying that white people were created by an evil wizard. It goes on to say that in education, the white man's facts need to be downgraded some, and we need to include the lived experiences of BIPOCs. And of course, lived experiences is a made-up nonsense word. Essentially, it works like this. Well, Jussie Smollett made up a cartoonish hoax about being attacked by Trump supporters that factually never happened. But if he feels like Trump supporters are oppressing him, that's his lived experience. And if you don't respect that, then obviously you're a racist. And so lived experiences means any fictional anything can be equated with the truth or the facts because that is the individual's truth. So I found this video of the Organization of Mayors Executive Committee for the 89th Annual Conference voting for the different resolutions. There's 25 people. 21 of them are actually mayors. 4 of them are executives for the organization. And at least 16 of the mayors out of 21 vote yes, maybe 17. There's one guy that is hard to tell if he's voting yes or if he's not voting at all. Let me get into this. So the first thing you need to know is that they vote on groups of resolutions at a time. This is to give the individual mayors plausible denial. They're doing this. This is very calculated. If they vote on 2, 3, 4, 5 different resolutions at a time, it gives each mayor that voted yes plausible denial that he didn't actually support that one resolution. He just really, really liked all the other ones. Well, when it comes, so the chairman of the executive committee is Nan Whaley, the mayor of Dayton. And the chairman of the Jobs, Education, and Workforce Committee is the mayor of Phoenix, Arizona, who is Kate Gallego. And Whaley, she says to Gallego, which resolutions do you want to vote on? The critical race theory resolution was number 68, and she's like 68, 69. It just goes on and on. A total of 10. She lists 10 numbers. Whaley even says, whoa, that's a lot. And then she says, does anyone object to voting on this many resolutions at the same time? Does anyone think that any one of these resolutions should be separated and voted on, by itself? Now, keep in mind, one of the 10 is a little tiny resolution that says America needs more domestic semiconductor factories. Now, I could make another video right now on why America not only needs new semiconductor factories, but it's almost too late. They should have been built 20 years ago. We're pretty much screwed right now. But at any rate, this is the game they're playing. This is the game that American politicians are playing. They took the critical race theory resolution and grouped it in with 9 other unrelated resolutions to give everyone plausible denial. Now, in the video, Whaley informs everyone that they have till 5 p.m. tomorrow to have their name put on the website as opposing any one specific resolution. And so what happens is, of the 21 mayors, 16 vote yes, maybe 17. One is really ambiguous, and I can't tell if he's either voting or abstaining. There's 3 other people who abstain: the mayor of Miami, the mayor of Reno, Nevada, the mayor of Lima, Ohio. The 3 of them didn't vote. And then Stephen Benjamin, the mayor of Columbia, South Carolina, who is black, is the lone mayor who votes no. The only person that votes no. Now, 2 other people voted no, but they were 2 of the 4 executives. They weren't actually mayors. So there's 3 people who voted no, but only 1 of the 21 mayors physically voted no at the meeting. Now, on the website, there's 3 people who have their name listed as opposing the critical race theory resolution. Brian K. Barnett, the mayor of Rochester Hills, Michigan, he voted yes at the meeting, but then had his name put on the website as opposing it. And then Francis Suarez, the mayor of Miami, who is one of the biggest Republican mayors right now, he did not vote, but then he put his name on the website as opposing this resolution. And then the mayor of Findlay, Ohio, is not in the video at all, doesn't vote, but for whatever reason, her name, Christina Murrin, is on the website as opposing the resolution. Now, the mayor of Columbia, South Carolina, his name's not on the website as opposing any resolutions individually, but he is the only mayor that voted no. So now, real fast, here's the mayors that voted yes. Nan Whaley, mayor of Dayton, Ohio. Brian K. Barnett, mayor of Rochester Hills. Greg Fisher, mayor of Louisville, also one of the people who sponsored it in the first place. Keisha Bottoms, mayor of Atlanta. Jane Castor, mayor of Tampa. Andrew Ginther, mayor of Columbus, Ohio. John Mitchell, mayor of New Bedford, Massachusetts. LeVar Stoney, mayor of Richmond, Virginia. Hardy Davis, mayor of Augusta, Georgia. Kate Gallego, mayor of Phoenix, Arizona. John Gillis, mayor of Mesa, Arizona. Lori Lightfoot, mayor of Chicago, who was also one of the original sponsors of this. Steve Adler, mayor of Austin, Texas. Chris Bolwaga, however you say that, mayor of Elizabeth, New Jersey. Frank Ortis, mayor of Pembroke Pines. I don't even know where that is. Sylvester Turner, mayor of Houston. And then the ones that did not cast a vote, Francis Suarez, mayor of Miami, who later put his name on the list of people who opposed it on the website, Hillary Shaiva, mayor of Reno, Nevada, and David Berger, mayor of Lima, Ohio. And so there you have it. The Organization of American Mayors endorsed a resolution saying that kindergartners should be taught that the shortcomings and failures of BIPOCs are the fault of a vast conspiracy by white people to hold them back. And I'm going to post all the links to the sources in the description. So especially if you think I'm exaggerating what this resolution really says, you should read it and see for yourself, find out if I'm really exaggerating how crazy this is. All right, thanks for watching this video. Click the like button, post a comment below, tell me what you think about this, and please subscribe to my backup channels on BitChute and Odyssey. I'll post links below. YouTube is banning people like crazy. Anyone who's anti-establishment in politics is being banned. So I don't know how long my channel will even last. So subscribe to both of my backup channels and click the subscribe button. New video every few days.